Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, all right. Oh, what's this? What's going on? Well, hello. He. What? Oh, well, check this out. Wow. I can't. I can't. Very sad about this. I can't pretend to reload it because if I go then it does that. Why is it doing that? I think because of this. Technically, it thinks I'm touching this. I'm not touching it. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. I was touching it. I'm touching it. Okay. I need water. Anyways, hello. Ugh. Greetings. Welcome. Yay. Konichi. Ga. My finger. Okay. Um, welcome to Nick Rekieta's house. This is the body cam footage. We're looking at it right now. Um, as you can see, he has a pretty big pool. You know, he was bragging about how the cops apparently were amazed at the size of his house. Um, and yeah, it's like look at how big it is. This is a recreation, live recreation of the body cam footage. I'm sure people are gonna tune already. What we need to do, we do a little filtering of the sector normie pig cattle, of course. But wow, look at it. It's so detailed in life. It's, well, even this is the futuristic vacuum cleaner they actually use at Nick Rekieta's house. Okay, yeah, this. See, look, it's very powerful as well. Um, right off the bat, important to point out, though, that the new Common America Kickstarter just launched for Common America Alpha, which is the manga, an actual manga, though, unlike other people who are like, I'm making a manga, and what they really mean is they watched some anime and they're making a comic book. This one, Common America Alpha, actually is a manga. It's made by authentiku Japanese people, which that's Japanese for authentic Japanese people, made in Japan, perhaps even big in Japan, you could say. And also, perhaps more importantly, the new King Wolf Comics Kickstarter launched as well. Not Gods at All, #1, live on Kickstarter, already funded. Just much like Common America, King Wolf Comics, the people who helped inspire Tim and Mark to make Common America, as they said, as Tim has described. So a couple of great new comics for people who actually support indie comics. There are a lot of people out there who, you know, are just performatively pretending to give a shit about indie comics, but it's really about, YouTuber e-celeb worship and status symbols and a lot of empty gestures and that kind of shit. But the people who, are subscribed to us, of course, yeah, are, those are, if you're watching this right now, most likely you're actually one of the people who put your money where your mouth is, and you actually have an interest in good indie comics and not just, YouTube channel merchandise that I'm just so impressed with the cloud effect. Wow. But anyways, yeah, so Common America Alpha and Not Gods at All, #1 on Kickstarter right now. Pretty good stuff. And so let's tour the house. I forgot how slow the turning is on this. Also, I don't know if any of this stuff is working. This is the real cause of this, to be honest, is I want to make sure that this works. Oh shit. Speaking of working, yeah. What? Get. There we go. I put this in the forge. What? Oh, that's okay. Yeah. There we go. There. Store it for later. I actually have a decent amount of money too. So, let's take a look around Nick Rekieta's house. Right. First of all, as we remember, we all remember, of course, the sex dungeon. That's what this is. This is some kind of weird sex toy. Of course, I have no idea what it does. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But you know what? One thing I do know, though.
Weird.
That's right. But this is probably the one connect that Nick Rekieta wanted to connect to his children's bedroom, and there was he wanted to have a contractor build the connection from this sex dungeon to his children's bedroom. Let's try and find. I think his children's bedroom is. I don't know what this stuff is. Nick Rekieta has so much weird stuff in his house. Oh wait,
weird.
Here we go. Okay, so here's the kid's bedroom right here, and you could see, the kids are really cramped all into one room. I don't know why. I guess Nick Rekieta just doesn't care. He just lets them. They're just shitting all over the place. He doesn't clean. Here, hold on. Let me clean up. Let me collect the fecal matter here. There we go. Oh, and let me collect some more. Of course, this is very important to gather as much as possible. But also, they look a little perturbed. They're glowing too. I think they might be radioactive. So Nick Rekieta is cramming all of his kids into one room, probably in anticipation of still connecting the sex dungeon to their bedroom. And yet, he's probably starving them. They look kind of hungry. They do look a bit hungry. I know there's more hungry ones over there, because I haven't been playing this game for a bunch of years. But anyways, let's see. You know what? Let's do something about this. I know we can do something about this here. Well, we're rescuing you. Yay. Here. You're free now. Yay. Oh, it's dead. Oh,
what a shame.
Yeah. You're telling me, oh shit, did I shot one of the beets. No, the beets are dead now too. Who eats these? I used to remember which, okay, well, I can store them in here at least. There. I used to remember though which of the of Nick Rekieta's kids would eat which of the fruits or vegetables. Some of them eat chickens. In fact, wait, the tabby plorts do. Or not plorts, but slimes. The plorts are the shit. Well, I'm mixing up my fucking ridiculous premise. But actually, here. Oh, tabby plort market's down. That's not good. Not my fault though. Oh, pink plorts are up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Although, they're not... I need them for crafting, so I'm going to put them into the crafting storage. There we go. There we go. And it was very important also to remember that Common America and Not Gods at All, #1, by Iconic and King Wolf Comics, appears, naturally, available on Kickstarter. So, okay, good. I wanted to make sure. I was concerned because for some reason I still remember that one stream where the chat, it turns out Chuyat was not connected at all, and people were saying stuff in the chat, but it wasn't showing up here. Not a lot of people I know, but back then, I mean, or even now. But yeah, Nick. Apparently, Nick Rekieta is doing great. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to his redemption arc. 299. Okay, yeah, I don't need to keep any more of those then. I'm just gonna sell them. There we go. Look. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think I found my new Clipsim video game. I mean, I was getting back into Skyrim in VR, which is a good one, but whoa. I'm trying to remember. There's all these upgrades I added It's like the higher pen fence and this thing that's supposed to calm the chickens down or something, or increase the egg laying. What the fuck is this? Whoa. It is a painted hen. Oh, neat. Okay, get. I'll spray him with water. Here, calm down. Oh shit, did that fuck him up? Okay. Doing stupid shit as a goofy joke. It's backfiring. It's backfiring horribly. Oh, okay, wait, here we go. I got to gather. I gotta make sure I can. In fact, their food pen is empty. I'm pretty sure they... Oh, fuck. No. Wrong one. There we go. In fact, they eat this, don't they? Yeah, okay. See, alright, they're starting to look happier. I'm feeding his kids now. Yeah, okay, they eat these two. That's good. All this is working out great. The stream is also going better. That last stream I did, where I was trying to play Breachers, which I've been really enjoying lately. But, of course, the problem was that something with the streaming stuff I have, there we go, was preventing the game from playing properly. It was like ungrabbing my gun. That's a problem I don't have here because this is basically just permanently attached to my hand, so I don't have to worry. The grips in this just change the, for some reason, like, moving my hand on it, too. Why would I want to do this? Ah, whatever. Oh. Oh, shit. What? Oh. I don't remember these being in the game. I think the last time I played this was, like, 2016 or something. I played it for, like, 30 hours. So I played it quite a while. Big, long time. There we go. And I got other things. You know what, though? Speaking of other things. Oh, speaking of other things. Here's some more things. Oh, shit. Ah, great. Okay. Buzzwax. Hexagon. Yeah, I don't even... What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I'm touching this stuff too much. Here, wait. No, you know what? There. I do actually have some clips. Anyone showing up actually thinking I was going to play the... or have body cam footage or whatever. The same types of people. These sector people... very good. The sector, you know, I should have been obvious to everyone. I'm sure even people who supposedly are into that stuff just, you know that the sector is just the dumbest shit. And, not just that it's the dumbest shit, but it's not entertaining. It never was. And people who do think that it was have bad taste in everything. They're not capable. They don't have what it takes. They just, they ain't got it. Are these guys blowing shit up? Oh, wait, I might have put some other types in here who shouldn't be. Oh, whoa. Don't really need... What? Whoa, holy shit. No, get. Okay, I know how to handle these guys. There we go. Goodbye, Jews. Okay, now, hold on a second. We... need to get these guys some food. What do they eat? I have no fucking clue. Oh, these are onions. Okay. Maybe they will eat the onions. Oh, alright. Okay. Well, there we go. I'm relearning everything. This is the important thing. I'm relearning everything important about this game. Which is, you know, if they'll eat onions, I'm sure they'll eat one of these, right? Yeah. Sweet. Oh, there they go. Wow, I actually have a ton of shit here. I don't even remember if these guys just die if you don't feed them. I imagine they do. But I'm like, where did I get the food to feed these guys? Why do I have two... Okay, why do I do need... I need pink plorts, I know. And the rad ones are worth a lot. That's why I have 2 rads, I guess. But I don't really need... I don't know. I'm actually trying to figure this game out again. I'm like, this is... Whoa. I'm like, oh, this is really concerning and mysterious. How strange. How do I figure out these mysterious mysteries? But, I got some stuff I can play. But yeah, that's the whole thing with the... I mean, here's the thing also, is the body cam footage, it'll be funny to see eventually, but aside from that, it's like, what are you really going to learn from that? That Nick Rekieta was a drug addict and a child abuser and he's completely out of his fucking mind? We know that. We know that already. I don't know why anyone wouldn't have figured that. And there's always going to be people. That's something that we learned and we taught everyone. The sector, the dumb, low IQ sector could have learned from us, many, many years ago. Kiwi Farms could have learned from us many years ago. Is that there's always going to be people who just don't believe the truth. Including, of course, people who claim that they care the most about the truth. It's the whole thing has always been the civilization, the normie pig cattle, the inherent nature of the normie pig cattle has always been about people just believing what they want to make themselves feel better. That's the whole purpose. It's always been the purpose. I should be able to use these, actually. I think I can only store 50. So let's listen to just some stuff. Some goofy stuff. Me talking about my children, be like, yeah, those fucking children. Those stupid-ass children. They're ruining the show. Speaking of ruining the show, let's, yeah.
How many red hot chili peppers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This is definitely important.
Well, it depends on how recently they've shot up.
Yes.
And why did the red hot chili peppers cross the road?
That's a good question.
Well, because they were running away from the rehab clinic.
I should put a farm here. That's just people are like,
What brand of guitar is favored by Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist John Frusciante?
That's a good question.
The Methotone.
These aren't even jokes. These are just facts. This is information.
What did the Red Hot Chili Peppers do when their management informed them that they were not at all
He's not
happy
moving
with
on
the
to any
band's
other
latest
material.
tracks? Well, they went out and bought long sleeve shirts.
I think how Neil Hamburger is also going,
When you cross the Red Hot Chili Peppers with an octopus. Junkies with 8 arms to shoot up into. Hey, did you guys hear? Do you have a newspaper here? No?
no.
You can't
They said
import
yes.
one? They have the
said
internet in
yes.
this town. No. All right, well, I'll fill you in on what's going on in the world then.
Okay.
Since you don't know. Anthony Kiedis, the Grammy Award-winning composer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, finally joined the Mile High Club.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He raped a woman on Mount Everest.
It's Neil gun. He's booing himself, basically.
What's the difference? What is the difference between the Red Hot Chili Peppers and a banana? Thanks for asking. Well, a banana is high in potassium. Oh. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are high on heroin. Hey, don't blame me. I stole that joke from Chris Christopherson.
For some reason, that's a great... You always use that line.
What is the difference between the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Harriet Tubman?
That's my favorite one.
The great Harriet Tubman. Well, the Red Hot Chili Peppers... Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, the great Harriet Tubman, was, of course, She was, of course, a heroine to the slaves. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers are slaves to heroin. Thank you. Could somebody bring a bucket of isopropyl alcohol to the stage? I'm going to need that to finish this set.
I love you, Neil Hamburger. I'm saying that too.
Have you seen the people vandalizing Teslas?
Yes.
This one is.
Isn't that so?
This one I was planning to just play a bit of it, just the beginning. What the fuck? Whatever. I need fruits. That's what I need. Those tornado guys, I think, will eat fruits. Unless they eat chickens. I don't think they do eat chickens. Most of the, almost all of the slimes don't eat meat. But I gotta have the chickens just in case I get some of the ones who do. Oh, I'm just putting my hand, I'm just scratching the back of my wrist a little bit. And it's, I want to know if I can turn that off. I should have looked that up before doing the show. Well, too late now. I don't care. Holy shit. Here though, I do want to just
So much fun.
Yo.
The cameras are crazy that the Teslas have so many people like. That's and it's always like these like dads, these like blue dads. This guy.
Oh, wow.
Nice PJ pants, bro. Is he barefoot?
What the?
Oh man.
What are those? Oh, oops.
Yo.
Does he even key it, or does he just hold his hand next to it?
Yeah, it looks like it's like a selfie stick where you can't really see it because it gets so close. Nice Echo hoodie, dude. Thank God that
I'm waiting for a later part
is served by a guy in an Echo hoodie.
This is the worst of everything. It's
it must be
electric cars, okay? It's glob people who
Shit.
think they're political freedom fighters.
Wolverine.
Okay?
Wolverine's
yeah, a lot of them are wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
And like just look up and damaged. It's anarcho-tyrannical public terrorism against like middle-class productive people.
Democrats probably. Too.
And the icing on the cake is it's the FAFO Karen shit.
What's FAFO?
Go around and find out.
Oh.
Which is where if you post FAFO is like you go on Facebook and a kid steals from a store, and on his way out he's running and he hits his head on a barrier and he falls and the cops get him. And then there's 100,000 comments from our dads where it's like, go around and find out. So it's like Schadenfreude. It's this powerless, like we are in certain ways powerless to prevent anarcho tyranny. Like we're at the mercy of this system. And so if we watch security camera footage of some low-level vandal slipping on a banana peel, it's like, yes! Now we're winning! Now Trump's America's fighting back against the demon craps! Go around and find out!
Rats.
In
Demon
America,
crates, even.
but like nothing happened.
No.
Like your tax dollars,
Ever?
your tax,
Ever
your half of
happened,
your
will.
wealth is directly going to genocide. Okay, half the money that you make is directly being funneled from you via inflation and taxation to pay for blowing up Palestinians. Right. So the
Sweet.
fact that some
maybe
flipped
not.
on a banana peel after robbing a 7-Eleven, it doesn't change anything. Like you FAFO'd nothing. You around and you found out nothing. You around and you found out that you just spent 45 minutes on Facebook watching compilations of like Black Rifle Coffee guys being like, look at this American hero stepping up when someone was in danger at a traffic stop. There was a fist fight, but he around and found out with this veteran. Fucking who cares, man? It's just more.
This, by the way, is really what not just the sector, but this is, when people are like, oh, this or that, with this YouTuber or this verse or that sector or whatever. This is really what it is. It's a bunch of people who think they're heroes, essentially. How the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay. Hold a second. This isn't good. Oh, it's biting me. Stop biting. Oh, shit. Get. Okay. I don't know why these guys are even turning into the evil ones. I think it's because when they get out of the cage and start mixing, they're not supposed to mix. When they triple mix, they can double mix. These are all double mixes. But when they triple mix, they okay. Time to get the hose. And they're getting into each other's shit. What the? Okay. Well, damn it! These were working perfectly fine for years, and now they're all destroyed. Okay. You too, Henry Silva. Oh, fuck! This is fucking horrifying. Okay, yeah, get out of my life. Take your smug, holier-than-thou, slime attitude, and get out of my life. Yeah. Goodbye. Juice. Zionist juice? I don't know. What does that even mean? Oh, shit. These are valuable, though. Okay. All I need is a couple, and to be able to keep them fed. That's it. In fact. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is most, a lot of people who, I was thinking about this more when I was listening to this earlier. Are these guys not eating these? You motherfuckers. Take this, you piece of shit. Maybe they're coming out too fast. Whatever. Now they're stored. I was listening to this earlier, and I was like, yeah, and then I was like, I have a bunch of thoughts about this, and now I'm listening to this during the stream, and like, all of the thoughts, I got them out of my head, so now I don't have any thoughts. I don't have thoughts anymore. I can't think. I don't have ideas. I don't have... Oh, yeah, this is completely emptied out. I don't even know what the hell was in here anymore. What I should do is just leave these in here, and maybe they'll give me a clue. Eventually. Where's the suction button? Come on, get the... Yeah, wait, here. No. Went around in fucking circles there. Vacuum it up. Yeah, okay. But yeah, just the nature of a lot of, the fans, the YouTubers, and just all this really dumb performative shit where people are trying to act like they're heroes or act like they're fighting. It's like the culture war. This is Sam Hyde essentially making fun of you, the person who has duped yourself into thinking that your empty gestures mean anything. Because it is... Oh, that's right. I forgot I had even a sprint function. Aren't these drones supposed to do anything, too? They're set up. Whatever. But, satisfying. So let me just listen to this for a few more minutes. I just want to listen to some of the good stuff. It's
more to suck you into your phone, is what it is.
Yeah,
that's what FAFO is. No, there's no FAFO.
Or that.
It's this, but it's in like a supermarket parking lot with fucking and it's so satisfying to watch. Instant Karma. It's got 5.4 million views. There's no FAFO outside this building, like on the street. There's no FAFO. There's just with pit bulls. There's a door over there that's broken because there was a home invasion. There's like fucking bugs on
wrappers,
candy wrappers on the street. It's straight Ville out there. There's no
SoundCloud
FAFO.
rappers.
Okay,
the homeless rappers.
The only FAFO is when you go to work for your entire fucking life and you look down at your paycheck and it's half what you thought it was because you're being stolen from. So you FAFO'd. You fucked around and found out. I started a small business reselling coffee to soldier veterans. Now I'm a faggot. Whatever, What was I saying?
FAFO.
FAFO.
FAFO is like hearing.
The Tesla stuff.
Yeah,
so
the
it's
Tesla stuff, yeah.
it's electric cars. It's shit people that should be in a vat, like in the Matrix, having their energy siphoned from them. FAFO and like public pajama fat people.
It's like hearing furries cheat on each other.
Slop shit.
Like it doesn't matter.
It's just
The
that it's
worst
like the
thing.
super. This I think it does matter because it is terrorism. Like it's terrorism. They're
Right.
trying to affect political change by vandalizing people's shit and scaring them. So if
There's a good video if you want to listen to more of Sam. I actually like listening to Sam and Nick. I know some people who are like, Sam Hyde, piece of shit, or it's not that they think he's a piece of shit. Some people think that he is. Some people think Sam Hyde's controlled opposition, or some kind of. I mean, I understand that. It's like that would be the perfect ploy from La Cia. Would be to give the people somebody like Sam Hyde. I don't think so though. That's what? Oh, finally, a fucking heartbeat. Good. Oh, that was pretty good. I know I can make. How do I the B button on this? Right? No, wait. The A button on this. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of these. Yeah, a ton of these. I don't really even have any other use for them. Let me do one here. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is, so much of it is the nature of how other people really, because I don't think that, I mean, it does make sense. I understand that. It's been a busy few months for me, actually, by the way. In a good way. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Been working on books and stuff. Oh, shit. And I've been having generally a decent time of things. So yeah, mostly when it comes to recording videos, shows, and streams. I haven't really, been up for streaming. And I haven't... I haven't even recorded much of the clips and video stuff. Which is basically what I do now instead of streaming is, I just pre-record it. I just pre-record it and post it to the Subscribestar as nice bonuses for people who want to listen to stuff while at work. It's the perfect opportunity. Where should I even put this? Okay. There's, you know what? That's what I actually have this information is. Slimes. Yeah. Pink slimes, diet fruits, okay, well, the pink slimes will eat veggies then. So I can just fire any of these into the pink slime area. That sounds great. Sweet. So, but yeah, I haven't really been focused on doing stream stuff. Oh? Wow. Nah, who cares? Because, yeah, I've just been focused on other stuff. Never really had that much interest in streaming either, as, you can see in the channel history, I, don't do it that much. But one thing that is always worth gloating very smugly about is, of course, the fact that all of the stuff to be covered, all of the information to be talked about, oh, okay, is stuff we've already covered. It's really all old news. All the stuff people talk about with, what? Oh, that's right. Why am I doing this? That's empty. Here, wait. Will they eat one of these? I think they will. I think they did. No, he didn't. Okay. I don't want to get irradiated either. Oh. But wait. No, okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. The, yeah, just, here, I was only going to listen to like a couple minutes because I thought that was really funny about the fuck around and find out. It's because we saw a lot of that with, you know, the fake culture war, everyone else being duped by, you know, stuff like Comicsgate, CG and NV and all that kind of stuff. It's all the same, and still to this day, most people haven't caught on. People are barely catching on to the stuff with Comicsgate. I did, I forgot if I mentioned this already, but I did see that video, or the Pod Awful thing, where he had Ethan on. And it was pretty good, but then again, he said basically what we had said to Ethan like 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was nice to see somebody else do that. When it comes to what's really going on, though, I wouldn't even say, you know, we're the best source. We're just people who were there to witness it and actually talk about it. That's why, you know, a lot of other people have subscribed to us, because they were the ones who actually saw it for themselves as well. You know, a lot of other people who were in Comicsgate from day one and were gone, or left, or kicked out, or declared backstabbers, or, you know, any of that dumb theatrical shit. Those people know what was really going on for all these years, whereas nobody else was admitting it. And they ended up, you know, following us, and you know, usually in private at least. But that's appreciated too, is that they would say thank you for even talking about it. But also, and then they were sometimes surprised to find out that we're actually pretty talented on our own too, because when it comes to us, we've been making comics for a long time, so a lot of them started to realize that we actually know what we're talking about and know what we're doing more than any of those other people. Do I have carrots? No, wait, yeah, I had a bunch of carrots. Oh, these things, though, these things are actually kind of rare, aren't they? Well, I don't know if they're rare, but I don't have any stored, or do I? I will. I'm thinking about all of this when I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I should do? What I wanted to do was play this, but I played this stuff I wanted to play, and I was going to be like, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm like, yeah, I think it speaks for itself, and the stuff we've talked about at this point, of course, is, you know, just repeating what we've said, but it does bear repeating, which is always pretty good. But, yeah, I need these if I'm going to grow them, and maybe I should actually tear down one of those things and turn it into a garden. Then I can grow more. I need the variety. There's another plot of land out here with cages and stuff, too, and I just never visit it. I have to learn my way around it. Yeah, it's... These guys are probably all starving, in fact. Oh, yeah, they're going hostile. Shit, these are almost full. And that's been... their food... Their feeder has been empty. Do I have... what are those? Oh, yeah, wait. What? I forgot what those are even for. Those are food. Where is food? Do I have a food plot around here? Oh, shit. Wait, what is this? This is... Yeah, you know what? Here, though. I was going to say, I was going to play more of this, but I played all the stuff I wanted to play.
If anybody,
so,
you know, if you did...
it's a lot longer, and if you want to listen to this more, you can check it out for yourself. I was going to just skip, get to the next thing, play some stuff, and then there's like one clip at the end.
Nick Rekieta.
This is classic. A lot of these songs I've played before.
Christian man, swinging double-edged sword.
Oh, is it?
Caught in a jam with his wife and another man's ex-wife. They danced too close, crossed the line of light.
Why is he doing that? How come he's doing that?
They found
I love how fruity AI lyrics are, unless you change them.
Fueled by passion against society's will.
Yeah, society's judging him. The incel, the volcel prudes, even worse.
Arrested in doom, a life bound to gloom.
Oh, delete these. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
The scars on their soul. Nick Rekieta, dancing with sins he couldn't control. Behind bars,
Whoa.
the cops showed no
He's going to jail.
mercy or grace. Landed on the kneecaps, a fall from God's embrace.
Oh, that's too bad. That sounds too bad, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound bad? Okay. Oh. Well, here. Classic. Yeah, I think I queued up another song that was similar. I think I played that song. I know I played basically all of these songs on streams just over and over again. But I think I was like, that reminds me of this other song. Are they going to eat the chickens? They're eating the chickens. That's pretty good. That's, dude, it's, oh wait, why am I saying that when I have the soundboard? Where is it?
What am I fighting for?
Oh, wait, where'd this come from? Where are these things coming from? Here, eat this. Are they going to? No, they don't even like fruit. Motherfuckers, you don't even appreciate. Oh, another chicken. Here, go ahead. Whoa, did I blow it up? I don't know. But anyways, I was like, you know what? There's a good song. I will play that song then. So here, this is the next one. This one is just an actual song. I think this is from like 1990 or something. Yeah.
Mississippi, in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on the Victrola up high.
I have no idea what this song's about.
Dancing
Very sad.
with baby on her shoulder. The sun is setting like molasses in the sky.
Molasses. This sounds like an AI song. What the fuck? What are they talking about? This bitch talking
Always
about.
wanting more. Hey, lady, longing for black velvet and that little boy smile. Black velvet with that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Up in Memphis, the music's like a heat wave. White lightning, bound to drive you wild. Mama's babies in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves
No
me
idea what this is.
crying in the aisle. The way you moved was a song, so sweet and true. Always wanting more. He leave you longing for black velvet and that little boy smile. Black
Lady boy? What?
velvet and that slow
What's she saying?
southern style.
What are you saying?
A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet.
reaction with that. I wasn't expecting that. This almost makes me not hate music. But no, I don't listen to music because it fucking sucks. Speaking of music, although the rest of the pretty much the rest of the stream, it's just gonna be not only the songs, but a lot of the same songs I've played on all the previous streams. Oh yeah, it keeps pausing. That's something YouTube does. Is it pauses the stuff. This one's especially good. Just such a classic.
Wife in a hotel windowsill, reaching for the sky.
What's she doing there?
Cross-eyed and dizzy, he's lost in the days. Another guy under his desk, in a purple haze, biting on his finger, feels the rush in his veins. Living for the moment, riding that YouTuber train. One night he'll hit the floor before now he's feeling alive. Super chats, fame and blow, wavy starring kiss goodbye. Up in the ceilings and walls, and cats are meowing his name. Rekieta, in a world of his own game. Rekieta, in a world of his own game.
What did AI mean by this?
It's true, man. One time my buddy was with a hooker. He was
This
telling
one's
me.
good.
Wait a minute, you have a hooker story?
Yes.
Here we go.
And he said that
Here we go.
he phoned me up once. He was in Vegas, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm with this hooker, but I think she ripped me off, man, because she took the money, right? Oh no, yeah. She said
Oh, no.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
She said something about like I'm gonna go into the bathroom to get a towel to wipe off your balls or something.
Wait a minute, no, you can't. No, wait a minute, you can't. No, you can't. No,
That's why there's a bunch of old ladies in the audience that they cut to.
I can't remember.
What are you doing tonight?
What are you doing?
You can't remember the rest. All of our stars. Yeah, you only remember the crucial sentence. This is a network show. This is like going to Salt Lake City tonight. Not tonight. All right.
I'm sorry.
Total meltdown tonight.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Will and Grace is on Tuesdays at 9 on NBC, the same network, by the way, which brought you all of this tonight. What higher endorsement? Sean Hayes. Thanks, Sean. We'll be right back.
That was someone else being the guest. It's just Norm just chimed in. He just had something to add, which was, of course, very cool. Very cool. Here, yeah, this one basically makes the point that, oh yeah, I didn't check this. If I'm writing any isekai stuff, you like VR after all, well, might be a good fit. VR is, it's like the real isekai. No, I was trying to think, is like, do I even have any ideas that would be similar or related? But, no, I don't even have like a parody take on anything like that, which would be kind of cool. That's the thing. Some of the best isekai out there are basically parodies on the formula. And I think it is very well covered. There's one thing that you know about our stuff, and you know, for instance, about, say, like Iconic Comics and King Wolf Comics, Piers, of course, is especially King Wolf Comics in particular is always very innovative and unique, something that you really are never going to see. Like, for instance, the reason why I brought up, first of all, Common America Alpha, Kickstarter's live right now. It also has an Indiegogo, but Indiegogo's for the Untermensch, the under people, if you will. But that's available. And then from King Wolf Comics, there is Not Gods at All #1, the new King Wolf Comics comic. That is, it's on Kickstarter right now. Going for the goal. And, again, if you actually care about indie comics and supporting indie creators, you should be supporting King Wolf. Instead of, a lot of people who just say they care about indie comics, but all they really care about is, YouTuber, e-celeb merch and that kind of shit. That's meaningless. If you're doing that ironically, knowingly being like, oh, I'm going to support this stupid comic that, is completely pointless. Like there was another comic out there by some anime black guy who made what he also called a manga, but it's not. He's not in Japan. He's not Japanese. Konnichiwa? No, Konnichi ga. But he was a YouTuber, is popular. Apparently he sold like record breaking. It was like 200,000 copies of the book. It's not just a money total that includes t-shirt sales and several years worth of the same late campaign that just keeps having shit added to it when the book's not even out and not even having work done on it. And the dumb, gullible pay pigs just keep paying over and over again to the same campaign with no end result in sight. This guy actually sold the book. They sold that many of the book. There we go. I need one of these. At least one of these. But that is good. It's cool. Dude, wait, hold on a second. If I hit this, if I hit the soundboard, it's gonna just shoot out whatever's in the cannon.
Dude, it's so cool.
Anyways. But yeah, I heard his book isn't even that good anyways. But, oh wait, more. There we go. Gotta have at least a couple. Okay. Dude, oh shit. What the fuck? Let me get out of here. Okay. But yeah, and I think that's the funny thing though, his book actually is pirated. There's so much legitimate interest in his book that's on the piracy websites. Whoa. Well, wait, how do I have to shoot it. Okay, there we go. Is that money? It's just money? It's just money. It's just money. But yeah, I think somebody even linked to it, and I could read it. I kind of want to, but again, I'm pretty slammed, as you can see. Oh yeah, here. The next song. I don't want to lose too many of these. There we go. This one. This one is so good. Yeah, gee, who wrote this one? That's true. Wow. What channel is this on? Subscribe. Why'd they do that? Fuck am I?
Listen to the truth. Prophet shining through.
Are we? Yes.
Now we see the light, shady web
Now let's
That's the whole song. Here, wait. Here is another.
see if our next contender
Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law.
can handle the chair.
Nick's in trouble now. Electric chair awaits.
Oh no, that's too bad.
Cocaine on
That's too bad.
every surface. Can't see the white trace. Ethan's on the highway.
Specifically, Ethan Van Scrivesburg.
Swerving through the lanes. While his own son grips the dash. Gambling all his money with booze in his veins.
There we go. Finally.
Flush down the drain. Flash the door and take their kids away.
Yes. Yes.
Damage control for days. Traces of blood found in Nick's cocaine street. Master their lives are as failed their enemies.
Ah, wonderful. I'm so glad I got that achievement. As for having 15 things in the stream, I don't think I ever understood how to get that. This is yet another Rekieta song. Let me just...
Choke out, Nick, and kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
Yes. This one's feel good and inspirational.
Nicky's got
Inside.
a problem. He's got his corner demons, lost his way, started chasing after the wrong reasons. He had a family, a wife and kids to hold, but he let it slip away. Now they're out in the cold. Used to be the anime lawyer that they all could trust, but addiction took its toll, left everything in rust. Now he's off to jail, trying not to drop his soul, but custody slipped from his hands like heads through a rope. Oh, it's a custody battle, a fight to survive. But Rekieta's lost his footing, now he's gonna be serving time. Love that he once had, the fame and cocaine he adored, but time is slipping by, and soon he'll be ignored.
Yay. Has a happy ending after all, too. Wonderful. Here's yet another. Yeah. Oh, this one. This one's two songs combined. I will play this. I will play both of them. Because it's the one video. Yeah.
The one he used to live with no real beliefs, hides behind psycho cult fans. Sells politics with comics as merch, pretends he's different from Reed and Van Clyburg. Constantly getting offended,
I don't know what this is
yelling at
about.
his own friends who all are just frauds, working for Glenn back at the Blaze.
Huh? I don't know. Whatever.
Black man, he hates taxes just like you. He agrees with whatever you do as long as you keep sending super chats. He loved Ethan Van Sciver. He loved John Del Rose. He would love Bosch and Hassan Piper if he thought there was more money in it. He's a face black man. He hates taxes just like you. He agrees with whatever you do as long as you keep sending super chats. He loved Ethan Van Sciver. He loved John Del Rose.
Well, who wouldn't?
He would love Bosch and Hassan Piker if he thought there was more money in it. He's a based black man. He hates taxes just like you. He agrees with whatever you do as long as you keep sending super chats.
Wonderful. Delightful. This is just the other version of the same song.
No real beliefs, hides behind psycho fans. Sells politics for comics as merch, but he's different from Rude and Van Carter. Constantly getting offended, young and his own friends, who all are just frauds, working for Glenn back at the Blaze.
What's that about? I don't know.
He hates taxes just like you. He agrees with whatever you do, as long as you keep sending super chats.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. There's a delightful message about delightful things. A good, positive thing.
Ethan Skyver, he loved John Delarose. He loved watching the Sun Piker. If he thought there was more money, and he's a basic white man. He hates taxes just like you. He agrees with whatever you do, as long as you keep sending super chats. He loved Ethan Skyver. He loved John Delarose. He loved watching the Sun Piker. If he thought there was more money in it.
Yeah. I agree. I also think so. That's a good thing. I feel that way sometimes too. Oh, that's good. Is that not good? I don't know. Delightful. Yay. What? Oh, this one's good. This one's short. Yeah, here we go. This one's a copy pasta put into song form. You husk of a human. I feel that way sometimes too. Slime fossil.
You run the thinnest as possible. You have been absolutely disgusting. Over the past week, literally subhuman.
Literally. Check out Literally. Available now. Beautiful message.
Hey, Nick, do you have any tips or suggestions for meds to manage narcolepsy? Modafinil is okay, but screws with my brain/language skills. I'll consult with my doctor on anything you suggest.
The positive voice.
No, modafinil has...
You know Nick Rekieta is doing really good when he sounds happy and upbeat when he talks. See, that's nobody would be sad or completely fucked up in life if they sounded upbeat and happy, all right? Of course not. It's literally impossible. Literally. Did somebody say literally? Available now in book form and POG form. POG form. P-A-W-G, that is. Whoa. We all know what that's about. Do we? Oh, what? What is that about? It's mysterious. And that's why so is mankind. You know, oh, that's right. There, I opened one of those other ones that needs to actually be harvested too. What? Was it down here? Oh yeah, wait, this one. Okay. I thought they were rocks, but no, they were not. There's actually another song, one of the AI songs that someone on our Discord became horrifically addicted to, and to be honest, I can't blame him. It's a good one. It's a classic. Wonderful. In fact, you know what? Let me just go play that. I'm gonna just go fucking turn it on and play it because, this is the last video in the queue, which is like a 15-minute. I don't know why I still put 15-minute Rekieta things. I think these ones are troll chats, so it's like kind of worth it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to listen to 15 minutes of Rekieta anything. I don't want to listen to 15 minutes of anything Rekieta Sector Baldo verse, whatever the fuck. But yeah, let me go find that song. I want to listen to that song. The song's good. I'll just play that. Give me 1 minute, though. Give me 3 steps.
I'm all about oranges, that's my obsession. Juicy and sweet, it's my true confession. But when it comes to apples, I gotta confess, blocked them, muted them, they don't pass the test.
Look out, apples.
I see one that ain't apple, I just lose control. I need speech and meltdowns, but I'm not the one who's troll. It's definitely not me, I ain't got a problem. Apples are men, man, they never got a orange good. That's what I need, sweet like honey, no apple can compete. Kicked out of 109 orchards, but it's never my fault. Oranges for life, apples make me mold.
Goodbye, motherfucker. I mean, oh. 108 orchards, I could understand, but 109, I don't know. That just seems to be going too far. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I think, Ugh. Okay. I actually have to tab back to the... There we go. And, it's helpful as a pause feature.
Has been the best narcolepsy med for me. Well, that's not entirely true. The best narcolepsy treatment for me was getting away from a 9-to-5 schedule and having a much more flexible work schedule.
Yeah, get him, Nick.
For me,
Get
that
him.
involved.
By the way, I just glanced at the video, and it's Rekieta, in his ghoul maxing era, where he was dyeing his beard, though, which he got from, of course, Rethan Van Scrivesberg. What is this? You know what? Here, I'm gonna just explore blindly while listening to Rekieta make excuses. You know how everyone loves to hear Nick Rekieta make excuses. Again, it would be more worthwhile, though. Oh shit. I knew I was going to find... I know there's some of these around. Deep brown... Oh, this actually is kind of rare. And... That's it? Fuck you, game. I mean, no. That's okay, I guess. Here, I don't want to shoot it out.
Involved actually getting into streaming, where I was able to convert most of my active time to when I was generally more active, which was at night. That's why I have the show when it is. And then the rest of
that's why he has narcolepsy.
The rest of the day, I was actually more free to work when I was able. And if I got tired, I'd literally just take a nap. So treating my narcolepsy just through...
By the way, how's that Rumble contract going? It must be going he's gearing up for the mother of all comebacks with the new Rumble contract that will surely be coming up.
Basic, I guess, daily modification was a great way to do it. It was way more effective, took way less medication.
Can I also say, by the way, Rumble signing him in the first place, they got what they deserved too. Because there genuinely is. I know that a lot of people are never going to understand this or think that it's, gloating or bragging about how we said everything first, which we did, of course. But the important part is specifically that everything that is to be noticed about Nick Rekieta or people like Nick Rekieta was always out there to be seen at all times. It was never behind the scenes. The reality of it is that people just didn't want to know. And the people who did listen to us knew years before everyone else, when, Kiwi Farms was in the dark and Kino Casino was in the dark. We had completely laid it out. And really the best way, I forgot if I was going to say this earlier. I forgot if I did or didn't, because I was just thinking about all sorts of other stuff today and busy with a bunch of goofy shit today. But the best place to actually to read up on it or to catch up on it is D&V Investigations, because they basically go over the whole thing. they actually have an interest in documenting the information and getting it out there, shown and seen and available, archived, all that stuff. We've always, me, my brother and friends have just been interested in making goofy comics and stuff. That's it. Going back, again, if anyone remembers Princess High Ground, that's how far, but they're way further back than that, of course. But was I going to put another one of those things here? I think I did. But I mean, that one, the Princess High Ground stuff was, that's recent compared to some of the history we have. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, when it comes to the internet drama stuff, which to me it's not internet drama, it's historical documents of people pretending to be on our side and then censoring us and essentially, revealing their mental illnesses and going hysterical and screaming and crying and revealing that they are probably the biggest faggots in the history of the internet. And then all of you normie pig cattle out there defend them and make excuses for them and talk about how they're great, wholesome trad dads or whatever the fuck. That was true with Nick Rekieta, of course, as we had proven as well. But it's still true with all of the other people. Most of the people who were friends with Nick Rekieta and have jumped ship are still the exact same as Nick Rekieta. And most people are not going to be honest enough to admit that. But again, that's old news to us too. So it's yet another thing that Kiwi Farms and Kino Casino and whatever sector people are in the dark about, have remained in the dark about, and probably always will be. There's a lot of really fucked up shit going on, or had happened years ago, that nobody still is talking about. And we talked about it a long time ago. Are these guys eating? They must be eating it. Because they don't seem pissed off. That's okay. So yeah, again, there's a lot out there, and the people who are supposedly interested in that kind of stuff don't talk about it, and they are not going to. Because again, it's not about actually telling you, it's not actually about laughing at the retards or internet drama. It's about protecting other e-celebs who are basically the other Nick Reketas, the ones you don't know about. And by you, I really mean the people who, how many, fucking A, man. The people who aren't listening to this right now. If you're subscribed to us, you have been hearing about it, and you do know about it. So you know all the stuff that everyone else still hasn't caught on to yet. And, do I have it? Oh, yeah, I do. Yay! Do I have one of these things? No? Okay, you know what then? I'll just storm here. Oh, wait a second. What is catching fire? What's exploding? These guys are crossed with something, actually. I know. Oh, okay. You know what? Wait. Will they eat these? Okay. All right. You know what? That's perfectly good. That's wonderful. Here, let us do this while I just randomly explode.
I would strongly recommend that, but I know that most people don't have that ability. I didn't for a very long time. That, for me, took...
I'm glad Nick Rekieta has that ability. Nick Rekieta Redemption
That took something like 12 years before I could actually do that after being diagnosed.
You can do that.
So other than that, though, modafinil has been the best prescription med for it.
That's right.
I tried Ritalin and Adderall. Both of those were not good for me. And I did try New Vigil, which is it's like a different version of modafinil. Pro Vigil is a brand name for modafinil. New Vigil was something else.
Oh.
It made me very, very angry, unreasonably angry, and so I stopped taking that immediately. So, I hope
Shit, these guys are.
I don't know what else to try, man.
Fuck.
I know some people have a lot of luck with
Fuck.
Adderall. It literally put me to sleep, so I couldn't tell you
Whoa,
anything
literally,
else.
guys.
But,
Literally.
For me, it's modafinil's been the best.
Adderall put
Foregone
him to
says
sleep.
you
Is that what Adderall
chose the
does?
gayest Joker. Not even base Heath Ledger, but the feminine crybaby Joaquin Phoenix. I did. I actually prefer this
Whoa.
Joker. I really do. I liked Heath Ledger. I liked Heath Ledger more than Heath Ledger liked Heath Ledger. I would have kept him alive.
Get it? Yeah, go. Do it, Nick. Go where nobody else is going to go before. No one else will say this.
But
Look
no,
out, he's edgy.
I always liked the Joaquin Joker for a very specific reason. I think he resonated a ton.
Do you really have to justify
with,
this? It's fucking that's stupid.
With how a generation of
And
men
gay,
were feeling,
and-
specifically
And effeminate, and a couple.
people,
and a drug addict,
especially
and a child
at the
abuser.
time that I was doing the show, when this is out,
What
was
is this?
the
Oh, this is the.
I guess the white male demographic between
Whoa, get him.
20 and 35, really. Maybe a little older, a little younger, either way. But I think they resonated with watching the world be absolute shit around them.
This was,
and just
again, this was after the arrest. He's definitely still on drugs here. In fact, he's still on drugs now, of course, and that's not fucking gonna surprise anyone. What? No, so what? Who cares? Nobody cares. The incel prudes care, and that's for sure bad. Nobody wants to be an incel. Nobody wants to be a prude. Nobody wants to be a Karen at the Karen farmers. What do these guys eat? Something? What do these guys do? Well, I've fucking made all this shit, and I'm like, what's going on? Just coming back here after years, I have no idea what's happening. What is this? This is the incinerator, right? Yes. Ash trough. Wait. Oh, I have this. Allows you to collect the ash of incinerated food at its base, which is eaten by the fire slimes. Okay, so I can. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. Whoa, it's starting to pile up a little too much. Okay, so they eat the ashes. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense than whatever. What am I doing though? I was supposed to be exploring, and now I'm just picking carrots. Chewiest of all my ads. I'm just sitting here picking carrots and fruit. What's happening? Why? Why am I doing this? How come? Why come you ain't got a tattoo? Well, you know what? That is something that Nick Rekieta can't say. Because he does have a tattoo. Oh, thank goodness. What the fuck are these things? Are these different? Okay. Okay, the pogo fruit. Okay, here. Just have a shitload of them. And then let me fill this up. But that guy looks pissed off. There, okay. Now he's got one. There's a bunch of shit in here. Okay. I'm okay. They're okay. Everything's okay. Yay! Yay! What? Oh, it's a fire. Just why was I getting confused by that? Oh shit! I was here. I was home the whole time. Okay.
It's having to sit there and wallow in it while everybody else just fucks off and nothing makes any sense to them. And you have this compulsive laugh. He did.
They don't understand life.
That laugh was
like
perfectly
Nick.
symbolic of
Not
the
like
frustration and rage that you have to channel through no outlet. I always loved that about it, right? And then, of course, you get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah.
Rather good moment.
Nick
Salt
gets it.
Miner MF says, Aaron said he cucked you and you cucked him.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck, bro? That's your wife. How'd y'all fall so far apart?
Fall.
You know what? Aaron says a lot of things.
He's probably like
And
this for
as
20
I said
years.
Before, Aaron will say what he will say, and I will let you determine his credibility without my assistance.
This was something, I think this is part of why I put this on the queue, is because this is something that, again, Nick used to say constantly about us as well. How many fire plorts do I have? Fire plorts. 57. Okay, yeah. Definitely need more. I don't know why I need them, but I just know that I do. What the? Oh, that's right. The chickens. They're hungry for chickens. Okay.
Assistance. I hope he makes $1 million.
I'll get it because of
Red
something that
shirt Lexi.
Nick completely
says you said you
shit
tested
himself.
clean, but what about your offspring?
Inside
Also, your
out.
arms look like they have a lot of weird marks on them. Yeah, guys,
It's
I don't
called
know
track
how
marks.
else to say
They
this.
got long sleeve
You know, people are very
shirts. Yeah.
concerned about weird marks. I have
Weird.
cholinergic urticaria. Cholinergic or cholinergic. So when
Not the W. Guys, the W word.
Weird.
That's unfortunate.
I'm warm, like right now, I break out into hives.
No,
It's
that's
cool.
too bad.
And
wait. It's,
sometimes they get
okay.
really itchy.
Hold on a second. I mean, who would have thought?
Dude, it's so cool.
And you know why it's cool?
I don't care.
Exactly. And also, the fact that people are bothered by that.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Whatever.
I don't even need to talk. I have a soundboard. I can do that. All the talking through that. Okay, let's fucking hit it.
And you scratch them,
Let's
and
skip
they
it.
scratch open. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. It
He's
started
always
when I was
making up
35,
some new disease that he has.
and it's been a fucking
Yeah,
miserable
no.
nightmare for 7 years. So
No,
cool.
not buying it.
There you go. There you have it. It's almost like
We've caught Nick's lying
know,
so many
there's,
times. It's like,
there's a reason
doubting
for
this
him.
is just a default ground state.
Oh my goodness. Becky says, talk like Richards. Mark Richards. Monk in Training says, I think
Oh,
you're
guys,
talking too
voices.
much about your case. Look, you're going to have a ton of opinions about how I do my
Oh, this-
casework,
This guy does
how I
these
talk about my
impersonations. You'd
case, how I
swear it was the
interact
real
on
people.
streams.
Sure.
And that's fine. You're welcome to
What?
voice them, especially if you're going to give me, $1 or $2 to do that. I would encourage it. I think it helps. I think it makes me more likely to read
Yeah,
it.
look
and
out. Whoever
consider your advice
voice he's
and then
doing,
ignore it.
consider yourself
but
owned.
Frankly, it's a lot of havoc
Owned.
to try and talk publicly about anything while people are asking you
Oh,
questions
havoc.
without ever addressing any of them. So some of it's going to happen, and
This is the
I just
material.
try not to.
This is the material that everyone went to Rekieta for. That they knew that he could just nail it. He can do this like nobody else can. Nobody else has what it takes to really. Wait a second. There's got to be more of the chickens. More chickens. I definitely have to figure out how to keep these guys fed though, because I don't have any fucking clue. I know a lot of chickens come out here. These are the lemons, right? I think the only guys who will eat these lemons though are the fucking phase lemons. So these are the phase guys. They're the only ones who eat the lemons. Damn it. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm getting my ass kicked here. Oh shit. No. Back in. There you go. Really ranching the fuck out of these slimes today. They're requiring so much ranching. Okay, yeah, wait, here. These are phase guys. There we go. What? Did one of them fly out of there? Or am I hallucinating? No, I'm hallucinating. Or no? Maybe I'm not. I have no idea. It doesn't matter that much. You know what? Actually, more importantly...
I don't care.
That's right.
To go to prison. There you go. There's Mark Richards for you.
Nailed
Big
it.
Happy says, when you go to jail, can you get a Law Pope Vanity commissary number asking for a friend? I don't know. I'm
why
gonna
don't you
eventually
know?
I'll get to tell all my jail stories, but they didn't give me any of the
His
stuff
jail
you're supposed
stories.
to get in
Legendary
regards
jail
to
stories. Classic
having your
stuff.
commissary number. They didn't give me the little device that you can use.
Yeah,
They make you say
I love he wants to tell those jail stories. He did eventually, but it's funny. It's like, yeah, tell those stories about how you were arrested because you are a child abuser. Again, one of many. Nick Rekieta is basically the safe child abuser that everyone... What? Oh, yeah, that's right. These are hallucinations, technically. Or they're phases. They aren't really there. These guys project phased versions of their image. That should be fine. Everything should be fine. Okay, they're eating these, too. That's actually not too bad. Is that chicken? Taking the chicken. What? Is that another chicken? Taking that, too. Here we go. Now... Oh, sweet. Wait. I got more chicken now. Okay. There we go. Eat up, guys. Enjoy. Wait a second. Were those more chickens? Yes. Yes. Oh, and some fruits, too. Here. Put the chickens into the feeder. And let's go back to this.
Say that you agree to abide by the terms of the handbook at the jail, for example. But the handbook is just a QR code, and they don't give you the little fucking... They didn't give me the little fucking device to scan the QR code, so...
Oh, no.
I didn't even get to read what it said.
Probably the second worst day of Nick Rekieta's life.
That's how my jail experience was.
For anyone who doesn't remember, we found out what the worst day of Nick Rekieta's life is. Only fans, only followers, only subscribers to Shitty Webcomics, only the paper pigs to Shitty Webcomics will ever know the story and know the information about the actual worst day of Nick Rekieta's life. Is there some stuff here? Nope. Nope. Wait a second. There's some stuff there. I have the jetpack. Yay. Alright, cool. But yeah, if you want to know about that, become PayPig on our Subscribe Star. And also, worth pointing out again, Common America Alpha available on Kickstarter right now, and King Wolf Comics' new comic, Not Gods at All, #1 on Kickstarter as well. So check those out. Go donate. I guess become PayPig to people who are good at actually making comics. And we're the few people in indie comics who were always honest and actually finish the books and actually mean what they say. Putting their money where their mouth is. And you can put your money where your mouth is in supporting the people who essentially were right all along. Which includes Iconic, Tim and Mark, and King Wolf Comics. Oh shit, is this a secret? Oh yeah, that's right, Slime Key. Wow. Is this a place I haven't been though? I think this might be new. So let's... I shouldn't even have the shit.
It was fun,
but whatever.
The most banned queen says, is it considered professional for a lawyer to announce on social media they're withdrawing their offer of pro bono representation, or are those convos supposed to be private? I think if they made a public offer, they could probably make a public withdrawal of the offer. I mean, the question I would have is why?
Oh shit, they're biting
I don't
me.
remember hiring or agreeing to pro bono representation. I thought it was a very generous offer, but if we're talking about someone in reference to me, because someone did offer me that, and I was not aware that that offer was off the table. But hey, I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Maybe you're talking about someone else. But I thought the offer was very generous. If it's off the table, that makes me sad. It's too bad.
Oh, that is that's too bad.
Aesthetic says, what do you think Jim will think about the recent document leak? I imagine it's broken his heart. I hope not. I want Jim to live, and a broken heart might kill him. Crispin Watt 24 says, finally, a man with a parenting style I can hang with. I've literally seen people...
Nice Chris Benoit joke. Of course, Rekieta's gonna, try to play into that and be like, wait, oh shit, I got new gold ones. Oh wait, no, these aren't from Gold's... Fuck. What does it say? Oh. Shit. Where was I? Wait, I think I know where I was. But I have to go get that shit again. In fact, I think I need food to placate those fucking things, because otherwise they're going to rip me to shreds. I don't know what kind they were, though. You know what? They should be able to make do with these yummy things. But, I do think also it's, embarrassingly gay that Medicare's heart was broken and that he was disappointed in a child-abusing drug addict, which, again, all of that was obvious. It was obvious that Nick was like that for years. So there's not any excuse to be like, oh, people didn't know. People knew. The people who he was friends with, first of all, he did cocaine with a lot of them. What they don't like is getting caught about it. But on top of that, fuck, how many chickens are these motherfuckers gonna eat? If I mix them with the pink ones, they'll eat anything, actually. So maybe I should just do that. Then I can just blast a bunch of the pears in there. Yeah. Here, I just need a few of these. There we go. But yeah, that goes to show that the whole nature of these e-celebs always covering for each other. There's a bunch of them still right now that are covering for each other. Nobody's going to admit to it. Nobody wants to be honest enough to really talk about it. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's go. I got a bunch of these, don't I? Here, how do they mix? They'll mix eventually. Don't remember how, though. I don't remember why. I don't remember how. But, yeah, it's something that I really just had to come to the realization is that I've never had any interest or respect in any of this, keep quiet for our favorite e-celebs. Pretend like, they're good people. They're wholesome people. There's nothing wrong with them. Turning a blind eye to everything. It happens all the time. It still happens. If you think it's not happening with the new people, the offshoots, the cast-offs, the people who jumped ship, then you're actually on the same level as Nick Rekieta as well. And nobody has any better place to say that than us, of course. Because we've been the ones in the situation where, like, we've been there for all these years, seeing all of you and your favorite e-celebs basically being completely unchecked psychopaths and some of the whiniest faggots in the history of the entire internet. And again, Kiwi Farms wouldn't know this because they don't fucking really understand. They think that, the same way they thought Nick Rekieta was cool when Nick Rekieta was a blithering, crying queer. There's something over there. I don't know. But everyone else just refuses to see what's real. And that's that it was true then, and it's still just as true now. The difference is people just use Nick Rekieta as the one example, and they try to act like, no, Nick Rekieta, he was the guy that he duped us. Somehow this master manipulator, Nick Rekieta, pulled the wool over all of our eyes. Somehow everyone was duped by Nick Rekieta after years of Nick Rekieta like crying on stream over being mildly made fun of. Just like once or twice. Nick Rekieta would do hours and hours of streams over one person just slightly mocking him. And I know this because we were some of the people who did that. We saw it in action. And that thing is, if we saw it in action and we don't even really pay attention to this shit, that means everyone else saw it too and just didn't want to be honest enough to admit it or to realize it. I mean, think about it. If Kiwi Farms doesn't notice a pathetic, whiny soy boy, beta bitch, faggot, whatever, then what exactly are they any good at? The only thing they really are capable of being is a multiple, many years late derivative of us. And there are even people who are on, because we know some people on Kiwi Farms, people who read it and stuff, who are cool. I really don't have a problem with most of them, or the site overall, or the existence, or even fucking Cheese K Word, the guy who runs the site, that the guy who has meltdowns about cheese for some reason. but even some of those people who read Kiwi Farms agree. Not even that they agree with us, but that I agree with them that Kiwi Farms is just a many years late knockoff of stuff that we have noticed. And we've noticed it completely offhanded and casually, whereas not even with the incredible power of their combined autism could any of them realize what we were able to see and point out in just a few minutes of casual observation. So again, the main point is just the inferiority of everyone else, especially in comparison. Here we go. Here, this is what I was looking for. And I got a bunch of these, and hopefully that will work. Wait, actually, wait. Some of them were partially spike guys, right? So will they eat the spike? Oh, okay. All right. These should work then. That's good. Everything's good now. Shit. Wait, where am I? Nope. Nope, nothing's good anymore. Oh, wait, okay, no, it's good again. I filled up on water. It's great. Here, let us... Why do I... Die. Die. I mean, oh, that's completely uncalled for. You know, I don't think I need one of those either. Here, let's try getting through the rest
right?
of this.
I see a lot.
Titanfall 2. Oh, man, Titanfall 2.
Oh my God, I see a lot of myself and how you
2.
approach caring for your wife and kids. We're on a good path, man. Come on. Wow.
Oh, Nick
oh
is
my
just...
goodness. Most bad Queen says, where is...
He's got a good sense of humor, though. He can play it off. Unlike... Wait a second. Are those more the... Oh, shit. I should probably collect some of those. Oh, no, not that. Yeah. Huh? Oh, okay. No, I want the slimes. Can I live? I can. I can live. I mean, in the water. Without, I won't die instantly if I'm just in the water, right? Okay, yeah, wait. What? Puddle slime, rock slime. No, not rock slime. Okay. No, not hashish. Heroin. No. Not heroin. Speed. No. Not speed. Horse tranquilizer? No. Not even horse guys, chewy at not even horse tranquilizers. The what oh yeah. This is kind of what I wanted. Yeah, wait, it's up here, isn't it? Ah, fuck. I'm just completely lost now. Game ruined, 0 out of 10, it's woke. Here,
Where's April? Where's April? There she is. There she is, hiding under the desk, giving Nick a nibble. Yum, yum, yum. Well, geez.
He finds it funny.
Not even by my desk.
This is the, I think, again, something interesting and worth gloating about, as always, is Nick can, play it off as a joke. But if you really want to get under Nick's skin, there's only one person who really can master that. And you know who that is. Let's see. Get the way. Yeah, that's right. This is what I was looking for. Well, wait a second. What direction? I came from this direction. Yes. Oh, yeah. And I jumped up. That's right. I saw this and I was like, this has to be something. And indeed it was. Here. Okay. Let's give this another shot. Okay. Sweet. Does that take me out of here? The shortcut back or something? Will I be able to find the gold things? Because I absolutely... Yeah, fuck. Okay. While trying to deal with this... Okay, wait. They're getting happy. They're happy! Aren't they? I hope so. Holy shit. Oh. Shit.
Well, that means one of two things, I guess. Aesthetic says, I know you watched the gym stream. I didn't. I wanted to. Dude, I haven't had time to watch this shit. There's a bunch of streams I want to watch.
He
but yeah, they're
care.
about me. Of course, I want to know like what various people are saying about me, and I legitimately haven't had time to do it.
He wants to know what somebody
says,
who
will you say you don't, you act like you don't care. Will you answer his question? Was it worth it? Was what worth what? Yeah, I'll answer his question, but was what worth what?
It's kind of a question that should be asked to both of them.
Like I haven't watched it legitimately. I wanted to. I started watching the other. If you're talking about the Father's Day one, I started asking the other Jim or watching the other Jim stream. I got like 10 minutes in, had to stop because I got distracted and never got back to it. And then I haven't watched the most recent one. Jason of TGA says, I missed a lot of the drama working. Has the Sonichu curse passed to Dick as Medicare suggested?
The Sonichu curse again.
I don't know. I think Riley's.
The Sonichu curse again is for people like Vito. If you actually, get suckered into believing in the whole, or even talking about it, you're basically like Vito. Or maybe not basically, you just are. And that's not good, by the way. I don't know if you need me to tell you that. But if you do, I would say that's not a good sign. But then again, most of the people on the internet desperately need that more than they need to breathe, which is it's kind of tough. It's a rough situation that they find themselves in. Oh, that's right. I was going to put this into the pond. I have a feeling all those other things have more gold plorts. Yeah, wait. There we go. What? Oops, no. Fuck. There we go. Yay. It's happy. I don't think you even need to feed those things, which is wonderful. Yeah, let's get back to this.
I think Riley boofed the Sonichu medallion last time I saw him. Mullet Kid says, can't you just tell them it's not yours? You were holding it for someone. I always work for people I know. They don't know what someone is the same someone that is in the bathroom when you shout.
Well,
bathroom when you shout.
Yeah, Nick, go ahead and
fuck does that mean? No, you can't just tell them that.
Nick.
But see, here's the thing. Just again, as a general matter, I am charged with possession. Okay, so to establish possession, the government bears the burden of proving beyond a.
You're not charged with possession. You're guilty of possession. They did charge you with that, and the excuse, of course, that he's about to go into, that the government has to prove it. The government doesn't really have to prove it when you admit that it's true, which is that's a funny thing is he would also try to rationalize what a plea deal is, but a plea deal is when it's like in the Aqua Teen episode, it's when you say you did it, but you're sorry or something. Wait, you're admitting that you did it, right? You did say that you did it, right? Wait a second, fucking, what is it called? It's called the sweet release of death. That's what it should be called, certainly. I think that makes sense. I think that's more than fair. Yeah. Here.
Reasonable doubt that I was exercising exclusive dominion or control over the substance. That's what they have to prove. That's their burden of proof. And there's a bunch of tests to prove it. There's things like constructive possession.
True, so
there's a whole lot of different ways to show possession, and the government will bear the burden
like you
of proving that beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't have to tell them anything. They have to prove that I was possessing the thing that they say I'm possessing.
Government blown out. The government's over now.
That's what this case is about. And that will be fought in court.
Biden was just impeached.
Here. There's nothing I can say here to convince them or persuade them. There's no, even if they happen to be watching one of these streams and I say the perfect defense or whatever, it won't matter.
Sweet.
It has to be brought in court. It has to be brought appropriately under the rules of evidence, under the rules of criminal procedure, and that's what has to be done.
Or just admit that you're guilty.
Oh, I just walk off and say that. I could go tell them that. They would write it down in a little notepad, and they'd say, thanks. See you at the next hearing. So, no, it's not that simple.
Yeah, get them.
Reformed Convict says, eat more, be fatty again. Best wishes, stay strong.
Best wishes.
Again, at my lowest weight when I was sick was 150 pounds. And that's
Again,
pretty. That was way fucking
also-
low.
By the way, that is, I think they did mention that on a recent Dick show. The people who were like, Nick, I feel so bad for you, and they were making. I think it was Dick who was making fun of that. And to be honest, Dick was actually right to make fun of the people who were concerned for Nick Rekieta's health are blithering faggots as well. It's funny about how often, those people in giant snare quotes, are always going on about the soy boys when nobody's the bigger soy boy than themselves. If you're a fan of a YouTuber, any YouTuber, if you're genuinely a fan, there is never going to be a more effeminate faggot alive than you. And I think with that said, it's worth pointing out, I've never been a fan of any YouTuber. I've maybe enjoyed a YouTuber. I've enjoyed watching their videos, but that was it. I've never attached my ego. Most people do that and can't tell that they've done it, but I've never attached my ego to a YouTuber and going like, I have to defend their honor on the... No. If some fucking YouTuber that I like watching gets trashed or slandered or anything, I go, well, the fans can do that. They can defend them on my behalf, I guess, if I wanted to, but I've never thought that should ever be necessary. Let's see, okay, this actually is a continuing thing then, isn't it? Oh no, feral saber slimes, did he say? But no, yeah, that's right. I knew that. I wonder what the fuck this is, though. What am I looking at? Why can't I go here? Well, whatever. Sorry. What I meant was... Whatever! That's right. Okay.
Probably 165 to 168 right now, which is about where I want to be.
I love Titanfall 2.
Saints, until I get into the gym and, grow like 5 pounds of shoulders. Jasper Plan 9 says, good to see you back. Yellow Flash went full tart and gay with a couple Canadians earlier. You need better mods, man. I'm not.
Does he need mods?
I know people moderated a lot on my return stream.
Again,
I'm not.
Well, like we were talking about, though, a lot of irony from people who. Well, oh shit, they're biting me. A lot of irony from people, they turn on each other and they're like, oh, that guy sucks, but you're cool, or that guy's cool, but you suck, or whatever. When every single one of them, there hasn't been a single moment that any of them have been really even like an actual real human being. Oh shit, what's this? What the oh, ornament? Sweet. I can't really see that if I keep turning my head away. But yeah, that's the thing, is that it just turns into the same old tribalism. Oh, no. Where, it's like, oh, this guy sucks, so now this person who used to cover up for him, who used to lie for him on his behalf or whatever, is now, he's come out against him, so now he's good. Like Yellow Flash is somehow supposed to be a good person when Yellow Flash is genuinely like one of the biggest faggots out there, the same way that Nick Rekieta was. So again, that's another perfect example proving what I've been saying, is that a lot of people out there can't see it or don't want to see it. They are willingly blinding themselves to the truth. And it doesn't matter who they are. What are those things? I don't even fucking know. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. This is definitely... There's some kind of quest here. I just never did. I don't know what it is or why, but I should... I should be able to do this. And I guess... yeah, here. I'll just hit this.
Super interested in a bunch of moderation. Really, I want people to get to say what they get to say. I don't want people saying sensitive details about children. That's
we're
basically
living
it.
proof that that's not
Kyle
true.
Huggett says, I was falsely accused of crimes worse than what you were accused of years ago. You're finding out who your real friends are. Priceless. It's a shame. It's a shame because there are people who know my character and know
falsely accused
exactly.
But why he pled guilty though, so he wasn't
bullshit
falsely
some
accused.
of this is, and
yeah, it's not bullshit.
When those people turn on you without talking to you, it's kind of sucks. But hey, what are they supposed to do? They can only make assessments based on what they see, and then what they have to performatively do for super chat money. I mean, that's the
same
the
thing
real
Nick
conversation considerations that they're doing here is
Nick
they're like
accusing others of what he does.
Look, I can only see this, and then I have to base my decisions on what I see and just what I have to do to maximize super chat income.
Yeah, Nick should do that.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Andy says the only reason
Nick's
you're on
being
right now is
playful.
for money. Yes.
I see too.
Absolutely. Also, because work is cathartic and it is helpful, and sitting around not working is fucking stressful. And I know, like,
the
you can say streaming isn't work, and I'll agree with you or whatever.
We know how,
but like
Nick
not doing things that you
handles
do
stress
is
by doing
maddening.
cocaine.
It puts you into a cabin fever mode. I don't like it. It's taken me so long to start it up because I have to be really careful about how I do it and really intentional.
Cocaine will
in a
help.
way that I haven't had to do.
Yes.
Now I do have to do it that way. Yeah. So it's taken some adaptation, but hey, working on it. Of course, he would be late and gay to his own search warrant.
Oh, that's funny.
And again, that whole I wasn't home.
Oh, therefore Nick is innocent. Okay, he wasn't even home, guys. What are you talking about?
Late and gay to my own search warrant. Maybe they'll.
Here we go.
Maybe you should.
Shit.
See if you can do some homework yourself on why that might be an interesting facet. Get Over It Live says making sure I'm on the shit list and piss off Jeremy Griggs.
When you're guilty. Shit.
Look, I'm not going to say that. I haven't actually seen what Jeremy said. Something about me having a terrible response. Like if anybody thought my response on my comeback stream was terrible or whatever,
just
cool.
People who sucked Nick Rekieta's dick and covered.
Everyone's got a different opinion on how to do.
Most likely.
Social media on how to approach
Statistically,
things.
most of them have done cocaine.
I hope Jeremy is never
Rekieta.
in the situation I was in, having to deal with the sort of prospect of coming back that I did
Everyone
in that
named
way.
Jeremy.
And if he were to choose to do it differently.
Everyone named Jeremy who was associated with Nick Rekieta had done cocaine with Nick Rekieta. It's going to be one of those things that people go, no, they wouldn't do that. And then you find out, yeah, they did that. And all these dumb faggots who are like, no, this e-celeb that I like he's actually a good moral person. And you're going to find out that they aren't. And it's, it should be pretty obvious how stupid it is at this point. You think people would have learned at this point. What is it? This is a one-way, I guess. All right. But yeah, you think people would have figured out by this point. What the fuck? Oh, I guess roots. Oh. No shit. Where the fuck am I? Why am I here? And what's with all the pop-in? I just went in circles like 2 or 3 times here. I didn't. Oh shit! Wait, what? Was there something down there? Oh shit! A treasure ball. I don't have any spice to put or spicy tofu. Okay. Let's see. Shit. Fuck. I just lost all of that shit. I don't even know what it is that I lost. There's an ornament I know. And now I guess it's just gone. Yeah, whatever.
That's great. I did it the way I do it. And I'm not going to apologize for being me.
He's got a process.
And a bunch of people asked me to apologize for being me.
Whoa. Yeah,
it's
never
fucking weird.
apologize.
Just like, haven't you met me? I'm not going to do that.
Never
buddy.
apologize for making your
not
child
do that at all.
do cocaine. Why would you apologize for making your child do cocaine?
I wish, as always, I wish Jeremy the best.
Of course, why would his friends
watch what he said?
Shit.
I don't know. If he said the most negative shit on earth, I'd just go, yeah.
And why was his friends apologize for being directly complicit in covering up his behavior too? That's There's no reason. There's no reason for them to admit that they had anything to do with Nick being the way he is. Because that's the new delusion that everyone else, the inferiors, the under people, are going to convince themselves of, is that, again, the way, Nick Rekieta pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, and nobody could have possibly known that he was like this, and all of the stuff that he did, that they supported, that wasn't bad. It wasn't bad when they were supporting Nick doing it. And it's completely different. What am I looking? I'm looking for that thing. Was it around here? Oh, yeah, wait, that's it right there. This is actually easier to find than I was thinking. But, yeah, you're going to find, we're already in this era of people just straight up lying and being delusional about their role in helping Nick Rekieta be who he was the whole time. And, of course, pretending that it was different back then, when we've already shown the proof that it wasn't. That also shows how shallow and immoral most everyone else is that the only thing they're judging Nick Rekieta on is the drugs. When the drugs were, he was on drugs the whole time. So, people, of course, it's part of the rationalization that he must have changed, that something different happened. Wait, yeah, it's around here, isn't it? So, the drugs, they have to be an example of something, of the change. Instead of Nick Rekieta being constantly... Nick Rekieta was constantly lying and using his platform to censor others for years. All of these people who are friends with him knew about it, watched him do it, and not only covered up for him, but explained why he was right to do it. And they will never, none of those people, from the geeks and nerds people, fucking, holy shit. None of the fake culture war YouTubers, Medicare, Warski, Kino Casino, Kiwi Farms, none of them will ever admit that. They'll never admit that it was always right there on the surface for everyone to see. They'll act like it was not possible to see because it never happened. They will just, tell their... Again, when it comes to false narratives, it's funny just how much Rekieta projects about that. But as he always did, again, going back lots and lots of years. Here we go. I'm on my way. No. Okay. I should be able to get out of here. Oh, yeah, okay. Now I see it. Well, it's like Dark Souls. This is the Dark Souls of slime ranching games. There's a portal, too, right? It's got to be somewhere. Or wait, no, it's at the beginning. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. Here we go. Yay. Right back home. Sweet. Home sweet home. Did I have... Oh, yeah, fuck. That shit they sell for a lot, too. Don't they? I have no idea if there's any use for gold plorts aside from selling them. Here, let's... to be honest, I have no qualms about just cutting this one off and saying, there, I think we've listened to more than enough of Bitch Kata. Because at this point, listening to Rekieta, it, of course, validates me, which is always its own reward. But, more importantly, is that all it does is remind me of how everyone else... Wait. Wrong way. everyone else is now the same way they were all in denial about what Rekieta was always like. Now they're in denial about all the other people who covered for Rekieta who are the same as Rekieta. The stuff who are complicit, the people who are complicit in his behavior, his crimes in a lot of cases that most people will never be honest about. And we can, but the thing is that I have no interest in being the person who then has to be beholden to all the questions like, well, where do you get, how is it that you can say this? Where's the proof? What's your source? And it's like, my source is me. The source is that it's true, and that if you can't see it, it's because you choose not to. It was the same way that we have been calling this about Nick Rekieta for years. We've been calling about it about all of Comicsgate. Whoa, shit. For years as well. And so on. And the same way that we continue to remain years ahead of everyone else because we don't have our egos attached to this. We just notice what other people don't want to. There we go. So that's the situation that it was back then and still is now, is that you're still not going to have people admit what's happening now. They'll only admit to the Rekieta stuff because really it's not safe not to. It's it would be bad optics to take Rekieta's side, and some people still do it because people took Rekieta's side back then. Think about it this way. There is no difference between people who took Rekieta's side back then and people who take Rekieta's side now. The only difference is that he got caught. But the fact is, he got caught back then. But, you, the normie pig cattle, really, people who aren't listening, people who aren't subscribed to our wonderful channel, don't want to admit to, don't want to know. Ultimately, you just wanted to worship the E-Celeb. You wanted to, basically, it's Christians trying to fill the God-shaped hole with anything other than God. And I don't know why other people are like that, but also, like the song about pouring oil down the kitchen sink. It's not my problem. And it's not my responsibility to somehow be the historian that keeps the receipts and gathers all the stuff. It's like, no, I just saw it. I saw it. Here's what happened. And if you can't see it, you're not capable of honesty. The same way that you weren't when when all of you were taking Nick Rekieta's side. Because all of the stuff Nick Rekieta is doing now, he was doing then too. The only difference is having an arrest record for cocaine. The real problem is it's not the cocaine. Cocaine is a problem, but the real problem is who he is as a person. And most people are too shallow to judge somebody on who they are as a person. All they really care about ultimately is the optics of supporting them in public. So I don't think, any more of that point needs to be made by even listening to Rekieta on this. You know what though? I will play the rest just because that's how the segment goes, I guess.
That's fine.
I'm just going to play through it though.
Okay. And I hope we can talk later.
And try and farm up the rest
Linguistic
of
communication
this
is tiresome.
Okay, that was the end of it. Okay, you know what? Good. As Jocko Willink would say, good. And he's saying good, of course. He would say good because that's the end of the show. So, I have some stuff to go do. So what time is it? 6:30. I should be able to go and do that in a few minutes. And that's important. Once again, if you are an actual human being with a soul, if you happen to be born with a soul like us, check out the new King Wolf Comics book on Kickstarter, Not Gods at All #1. Check out Common America Alpha on Kickstarter as well. I'm pretty pumped for that one. I'm anticipating that one because that one actually is, unlike all the other people who call their comics manga just because, as I said earlier, just because they watched anime once, this actually is a manga that is sort of a retelling of Common America. And we've talked about why Common America actually is one of the most genuinely important and interesting and funny comics. In fact, we've to brag and gloat smugly, inappropriately smugly, once again, we continue to remain the only people who see some of the hidden messages in Common America, or some of the hidden, sort of not necessarily in jokes, but points and oh, there we go, and that kind of stuff about the what the comic is saying, and specifically what it's talking about, the type of person that it's talking about. In fact, I think it's very funny at a lot of people's expense that a bunch of people who used to be, they used to cover up, they used to sweep for Comicsgate, and they've jumped ship, and now a lot of them are starting to praise Common America sort of out of nowhere. Not really out of nowhere, but it's, again, just like with all of these other YouTubers, it's in response to optics. It's not actually because they like Common America or support what Common America stands for, what Iconic stands for. It's because somebody on the internet said something bad about them, and so now they're going to just support whatever it is that they don't like. That kind of, it's like, oh, Ethan insulted me on the internet, so now I'm going to praise Common America because he doesn't like Common America. That kind of shit. But the funny thing is that a lot of the themes in Common America, especially the early books, but really throughout the entire series, are making fun of them, and they don't even know it because, of course, a lot of them they're just YouTubers. They're just pushing the story of the fighting the culture war and owning the woke, when in reality they had already had a history of falsely accusing people like Tim and Mark and Iconic people of being the woke SJWs because because of projection, essentially. And again, that's something that we've talked about in a lot of other stuff. We've gone over that and shown the evidence proving it. So that's old news to us. That's something that's been long ago covered and moved on from us. And really now it's just about actually supporting the works, which is something that, again, we do when a lot of other people out there who just pretend to, but in actuality, they don't. In reality, if you will. Art Bell, do either of the Roy loops take in the Red Bar Show? Last one was 11 hours, a big lift. I don't. Yeah, those are kind of too long to watch, but I clipped a few of them, and that's on the channel. Which I guess means that I am officially invited to the Clippers dinner. This is pretty cool. Dude, it's... wait, hold on. Why am I saying it out loud?
Dude, it's so cool.
There we go. But, I do like Mike David. And of course, Mike David would be, naturally, a big fan of mine. He would approve of everything I do morally, and even immorally. Whoa. But anyways, just whatever though. I do like it when Mike David talks about some of the stuff that we're familiar with, of course. I'm not from. Again, though, he covers a lot of that. It's sort of like The Sector, where he covers a lot of that stuff that I have no interest in. But he himself actually is legitimately funny. I've seen a lot of actually funny stuff in a stark contrast to all other YouTubers who are supposed to be fun, like people who stream every fucking day, and they're supposed to be funny or entertaining. And I hear people say, "Oh, this guy said something really funny." It's like, no, you're the only person. You've attached your ego to them. They're not actually funny. You're just convincing yourself that they are, because they have a lot of subscribers. That's usually all it takes, is somebody's already really popular. So most normie pig cattle out there will just convince themselves that because they're popular, they have to be good. And then in turn, also, if anyone has any legitimate criticism of them, like with Rekieta, for instance, again, we were living proof of this, that the only reason Rekieta was getting criticism is because he was popular. People think that, well, by people, I mean people in snare quotes. They're not actually human beings. They were born without souls. Very unfortunate. But they certainly should be treated as such. But anyways, great show as usual. Support actual indie comics, the real thing, not the fakes out there that are duping you, the gullible morons. Who aren't subscribed to our channel. If you're subscribed to our channel, congrats, you do have a soul. You're actually a person. You're a real, actual person. For the most part. There might be, I know there's some people who do hate subscribe us, like Ethan Van Sciver actually is subscribed to our channel. But he uses a sock after a bunch of other people in Comicsgate got caught subscribing to us through their regular channels, like well, there's Mike S. Miller and John Malin, Femalin, as a Big Daddy calls him, I think. Also, yeah, you know what? Go subscribe to Big Daddy. Go subscribe to Mallet Thorin. Go subscribe to Evan Prince. Go subscribe to DNV Investigations and Vickyverse and DA Talks. While you're at it, might as well. And become PayPig. On our subscribe star, linked below. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is this? Oh, I'm pointing now. Holy shit. Do I have rheumatoid arthritis or something? And a heat allergy. You know, this is classic sign of a heat allergy. Yeah, on both hands too. That's too bad. Anyways, yeah, thanks, again. Genuinely thanks to the people who do support us. Thanks also to the people who support, Common America. I donated to it also. So thanks to me, wow. But thanks to the people who donated to the new Kickstarter for Common America and the people who donated to the new Kickstarter for Not Gods at All #1. Thanks to the people who are PayPig on our subscribe star, and people who just watch in general. Oh yeah, that's right. I forget the intro patter or outro patter, just because it's like I've done it so many times. But thanks for the handful of people who showed up in Chewy at.
You come in here with balls.
We're able to do all of our videos
Because of people like you.
And for everyone else, should have listened to Shitty Webcomics. Whoa.